fair result?
Yeah, absolutely. It was a fair result. I mean, we huffed and puffed for a long period of time, but we didn't really have any cutting edge really to make the cup tie come alive. Really, you know, we struggled to really create any real chances. We had decent possession, but we didn't really have enough in the final third, which was a bit disappointing.
How do you reflect on your Christmas, New Year results, matches?
Well, we had a huge result against Everton at Sunderland, which has put us back in amongst the pack really. You know, there was a big ask to come to the Emirates after 3 games in 6 days and go and play with the problems we've got with injuries. Was always a big concern to make 10 changes really. There was nothing of the case of disrespecting the cup the FA Cup, because we had one of the best days of our lives last year. However, with the problems that we've got, then, you know, in particular, I mean, midfield players, Ramirez and Livermore and Myler had run, you know, nearly 45, 46, in one case 47 kilometres over 5 days. To ask them to go and do it again wouldn't be possible, I wouldn't have thought so. It was difficult, but there you go. It was always going to be when we pulled them out the hat. You know, to come to the Emirates when you had the gruelling Christmas period is always going to be difficult.
Of all the changes Arsene could have made, how do you think he was going to rest Sanchez today?
Well, there was no sign of him being tired by the looks of it, and looks a world-class player, which he is. And you know, the second goal with him in particular was all over then, but I thought he was outstanding on the day. He's always a threat, and he could have scored 2 or 3, to be fair to him, but he was looks a very, very good player.
I mean, how do you rate him in the Premier League? We've got some Agueros and Gotters, and especially.
Well, I have to say his appetite for it and his hunger and his desire is what every player should be looking at. I mean, forget the ability he's got. The work rate and the effort and the endeavour he puts in was absolutely. There was no sign of him being tired, but that's what makes the world-class players as he is, and at the moment you'd have to say he's right up there with them all. Of course, the other ones you're talking about, we've done it year in and year out, so he's only just new to it, but looks a very good player.
Steve, I hear some bad news about Mo Diarmi. What can you update us on with that?
Well, nothing's really changed really, but you know, he's in a leg brace which will come off in a week or so's time, and then he's got another 10-12 days to do the exercises which he's been told to do. But that's the problem what we've had. The last time we were here, we lost Jelavic, we lost Dawson, and it took us a long time to recover. And on what day is it? Monday? Monday? What day is it? Sunday, is it? When was the last game? Thursday. Thursday we've lost 3 or 4, and 2 has gone down with sickness, with Jakupovic and Jelavic. We simply can't afford any more, but there we have it, you know.
Well, your plus side is that Harry Maguire came in today for
I thought he was
young lad, and you know, we talked about him on Thursday. Is this a lad that now can step up and play regularly in the Premier League?
Well, I wouldn't have thought I'd paid the money like I did, and of course he's been chomping at the bit. The one area where we have been very sound is defensively, and he's had to wait for his chance. But I think you see him today, 21-year-old, he's played 160 times in Division 1. I think everybody had a look at him, and keeps performing like he did today. He can only get better, and he looks a very, very good young prospect.
Steve, did you have any issues with Coquelin's tackle on Quinn in the first half? It looked pretty bad on the replays.
Did it look bad on the replays? At the time I didn't see anything, so I'll be clutching at straws. I wish that's what I could say. Okay?
You expressed an interest in Jermaine Defoe.
No, I was asked a question. I was asked a question, would I like Jermaine Defoe? And I replied by saying I think the bottom half of the Premier League would all like a Jermaine Defoe. Whether it's possible financially wise, this is what I said again, was, you know, it might be too expensive, you know, but if there's a chance, then a player like that we would be interested in, but I wouldn't raise the hopes of all the whole fans, you know, because it's still a long way off.
John Telford at Blackpool, is he someone on your list?
Sorry?
Telford?
No.
Paul McShane back in the fold today. Has everything been resolved with Paul now?
Well, I have to say he played very, very well. I can't say any other. listen, in management sometimes you have to make decisions which, you know, are not quite popular. He's, for me, it's forgotten about. He's apologised. Said he was bang out of order. That's all we needed. He's back in the squad and he did his chances no harm. Like he never does. He never ever lets you down, you know. The problem we've got, Paul, is he wants to play week in and week out. And I don't pick him week in and week out, so then lies the problem. Okay?
Thanks.
Thank you.